Hey everybody.
Hi, this is Bashka.
Yeah. Okay, that's
and the
it.
other one is Alex. We're the Full Odyssey, and this is episode 54, 55, 54.
54, yeah.
Mhm.
So apparently Bashka is feeling purple today, so we're gonna be low energy
It doesn't have to be.
but it is.
You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you to match my aura.
All right, whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, so last week we had a chat with Mark,
Right?
good old Mark.
Mhm.
And after the podcast, we decided to go out to eat Indian food.
Right.
And no, it was really good. Don't get
It
me
was
wrong.
really good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Like the spice is just great.
Yeah, but I think there's something about it that's maybe too spicy. Because both of us,
I kind of like, I don't know. For me, I think the spice was just right. Like, I think I could handle it just fine
Oh yeah,
because it's similar to like flavor and stuff that I used to eat, right? I eat a lot of like spicy stuff and whatnot,
yeah,
and it doesn't usually affect me bad.
yeah.
But I don't know why, if it's just something that I'm like foreign to or something. But the aftershock was pretty intense, to put it lightly.
Was it like volcano or fiery spicy meatballs?
No, I just went to the washroom like 5 times in 1 hour. So
Oh wow. Because normally when I eat spicy foods, it's normal for me to get spicy poops. But
I don't get spicy poop though.
like you didn't get burning asshole.
No,
Oh,
just like my stomach is like, time to go.
oh,
Kind of like that. So
oh. That's weird. So how were you just constant diarrhea for the whole day?
not diarrhea at all either. It's like
is it
normal.
Oh, it's normal.
Yeah.
So I guess it was just
I just need to go to the washroom. Yeah, I don't know what, but I just need to go.
So whatever the Indian food was in there, like whatever's in there, just cleaned out your pipes and just flushed out your system.
Kind of. And I don't know why we're talking about shit in the middle of Fool's Odyssey podcast, but yeah.
Because this is what we do. We talk about shit.
True.
So
But it was a good place though. It was really delicious.
oh yeah, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it a lot.
And it opened up to like late night news, so it was pretty good.
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of the last time we ate together was at McDonald's.
Oh, I thought we were talking about shawarma.
Was it shawarma?
We eat shawarma. Well, not the last. It was like way
No,
back.
I think the time before that was McDonald's.
but it was McDonald's.
Yeah, and then I got a was it triple thick chocolate milkshake?
Oh, right.
Yeah. And as soon as I finished it, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be bad. And then like 3 hours later, it came out the same way it came in. It was just brown
Did you
sludge.
taste it? Hey, I don't know. You said it. It's just curiosity.
I actually have taste buds in my so every time I'm
Eee.
no, but I don't know if it's old age or just IBS or I just have lactose intolerance. I don't know what's going on.
That's the thing. For me, like, I don't have lactose intolerant that I've ever known for because I've drank milk a lot too.
Yeah.
But like a couple of years ago, like when I drank like just like normal 2% milk,
Yeah.
I started having queasy problem too.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I think someone told me or I heard somewhere like it's normal for people to get lactose intolerance or just even a little bit even as you get older, especially for Asians. But I guess because only in Asian countries they don't really drink or eat dairy products.
Right.
Yeah. But for us, because this is actually like a natural part of our diet, I think it's just old age, maybe.
I don't know what natural diet. I rarely drink milk. Well, I do, but I really enjoy it. But I drank it like rarely.
No, but there's products that you eat that has milk
Right,
in
of
it,
course.
right?
That
And then
is
there's
true.
cheese. We love cheese.
We do, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then
Cheese are good.
I don't know what else, but like like ice creams and whatnot,
True,
and
true.
yogurts. But
But eating ice cream, I'm always good though.
sometimes I get gassy.
I never get gassy drinking milk.
Oh,
It only just like hurts.
what do you mean by hurts?
As in, I need to go take a shit. That's what I mean.
So you do have some kind of lactose,
But not
intolerance.
gas. That's the thing.
Oh.
Only milk though. Like when I drink if I drink it as like a latte, if I drink it with like anything else, like a milk tea or whatever, I'm good. Just when it goes like milk, that's when sometimes, and it only happens sometimes too. So I don't know.
Oh, but you know what? If you think about it, it's actually that actually is the correct response for our bodies, right? Because we're drinking milk from another species. It shouldn't be that way
Why not?
because it doesn't make sense. We're taking the milk of a cow, taking the milk from its babies for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm missing your point.
Well,
We take a lot of stuff that doesn't belong to us.
we do, which shouldn't be natural, but
Not what is natural. Well, let's have that conversation now. What is natural?
the natural should be drinking human milk.
How often do you get that?
What do you mean? Because we're not supposed to.
Are we gonna start milking pregnant women now? Is that what we're gonna do?
That's not what I mean. But what I mean is like, that's what it should be natural. But
what is natural? Let me ask that. What dictates something natural and unnatural? Like,
not cross species mixing. How about that? Do you think it's natural for? I don't know.
so like here, is it natural for a human to be on the top of the food chain? No.
No. Yes, it does.
No, it shouldn't be.
Because we evolved to that point.
But then the way no, I don't know. I don't think so. I think humans are just weird. We're just a freak of nature. That's what it is.
Who would you consider to be top of the food chain then?
I don't know, because the thing is, like, human themselves, at least according to me, when how do I say this? When faced like physical capability, because that's at least for me, the way of evolution, how it works is it's always for the better, the stronger, right?
Yeah.
The strongest thing to come out.
Yeah.
So that's why human only, well, I think human changed the concept of strength, if that makes sense. Because for me, strength has always been like the one who could, run faster so he could hunt better.
Yeah.
One who has like stronger power, like bigger muscle, just to be able to exert more power to, and those kind of stuff. But human aren't that. Human aren't strong compared to any other animal. Human aren't speedy. They couldn't jump fast. They can't climb trees as fast as some animals either. Like there's nothing that stood out as a human except their capability of using their brain, right? And that's kind of been up in the air too lately. So
right. So as you pointed out,
yeah,
the evolution of humans isn't the physical, but really is the.
That's what I'm saying. But that's
part.
The thing. Like for like all other natural animal or insect or any kind of life form, it's always their physical attribute that got accentuated, so to speak.
Yeah.
That got passed through next and get better and better and better what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
That's why like best hunter in the world, like but then that's the thing, like human changed the concept of strength, right?
I don't think so. I think it's because our minds are evolving a lot faster than our bodies is. Because if you notice, like, and with each generations, we're getting slightly bigger, slightly taller.
But doesn't that only happen with human? In the sense that, like, like our knowledge increased faster than our physical attribute.
I think so.
Because no other animal do that, right? They don't have...
Because they don't have the, I guess, neural
Doesn't that make human unnatural then?
It's natural to us because we're humans.
See, that's what I'm saying. But what's natural and unnatural?
But is it natural for us to drink milk from a cow?
Then let me ask you this. Is it natural from talking about shit to evolution?
Yeah, it does. Because we evolved to the point where we can't eat dairy anymore. We de-evolved.
No, maybe we just specialized. So now, now our body and our mind is just like that, this fine tune that we can only take human stuff.
So how
I don't know.
How people say, oh, like if you eat chicken legs, you'll run faster, or if you eat chicken wings, you'll.
I've never heard of that, and that's messed up. If you drink Red Bull, you'll fly.
Right? That's how they got it from.
Right.
Like, oh, if you eat more fish, you'll swim faster. So you've been eating a lot of bullshit.
True. And some horseshit too. So.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, unfortunately, today's guest, we were supposed to have a guest today, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it today.
Oh, yeah. And I actually had like the whole day, well, actually the whole week, I've rehearsed in my head, okay, I never met this guest before in my life. So, okay, the first thing I have to say this, and I got to mention this and mention that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, go to work. Okay, I have to mention this. I have to say that. Okay, don't forget to say this thing to that person so you don't come off as rude. And then go to work. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to say this. And then I keep repeating the whole thing. And then you said, oh yeah, they're not coming. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah. First, like two things.
Yeah.
First off, wow, you came prepared. Normally, you never come prepared.
Because I am shy against stranger.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Shut the front door. Because when we met, you were just like yapping away, like those, like we're two best buds.
Because we are at work and I have to deal with you whether I want to or not. And I'd rather have a better relationship than not. These people that might come here as a guest will be a one-time hit wonder. You know what I mean?
I'm not locked in there with you. You're locked in there with me.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's the second thing is, unfortunately, that's what's gonna happen with guests. Is like they sometimes cancel at the last minute, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I personally don't mind that.
Yeah, I prefer it that way.
Because the thing is, like, I'm more concerned when my schedule don't match up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I've told Alex this too. Like, sometimes I'm a man of a lot of complication. So
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
there's sometimes I would have to go like, Alex, peace out. I can't do it this day and whatnot. And when it's just the two of us, it's less responsibility and less dedication, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because as long as we do it within the week, we should still be in schedule, right?
Yeah, it's more casual.
But when there's another guest, now that's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
Now we're involving a third party, and how do I say this? Like, we can't just go whatever, right?
Yeah, it's more responsibility.
Exactly, and it's because it's a bad. I don't want to say bad publicity, but it's just
it looks bad on us.
Yeah, it looks bad on us, not just like podcaster, but as a person too, right?
Yeah.
Now when we do kind of stuff, and that's why I told Alex this. If there's a guest and I can't make it, you got to do a solo show. And I was like, what? You got to kill yourself? What the fuck? How did you get that?
I mean, you've been saying that for the last like 3 months.
You mean 13 years. But yeah.
I've only known you for like 4 of those years.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So unfortunately, guest couldn't arrive, but who knows? Hopefully we can get him back next week, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. So can I tell you what happened to me on Monday?
How badly do I want to
know? Somewhat badly.
Okay.
So we're recording this on Wednesday. So this happened 2 days ago.
Right.
So on Monday, so let me give you some more context. Last year.
That was long.
Yeah. I got caught turning right on a red light. No, I know that sounds stupid, right?
Yeah.
But what happened was I went past the line where I'm supposed to stop, which is why the camera flashed. And then they ticketed me, right?
Yeah.
So then yesterday was my court date. And
That's why you took the day off.
Yeah, that's what I did. Because it was important for me to take the day off. Right?
Yeah.
So then not yesterday, Monday.
Yeah.
So on Monday, I got there and the police officer came in and was just like, so you have 2 options. Either you're guilty or not guilty. And based on what the evidence is here, you're pretty much guilty. And right? And then she's like, oh, you could ask the judge for a sentence or fine reduction, but because you're guilty and all that, it's very rare. She's basically saying like, just plead guilty. Yeah, just plead guilty. And then I was like, well, I've never been to court before, and
let's give it a shot.
yeah, exactly. And since I'm here already, like, fuck it, I'll just talk to the judge, right?
Now I'm interested. Come on.
Yeah.
No, this is an interesting story.
Right. So I went to the judge, and then she's like, okay, this is your case number. This is the date that happened. So do you plead guilty or not guilty? And then I was like, well, okay. So what happened was, I understand that I went past the line, but because I wasn't speeding, I was making a right turn on the red light, and there was literally nobody there because it happened at 4:38 a.m. Me driving to work, like I don't like, it can't be that bad, right?
Right.
And then she was like, "Well, I get where you're coming from, but there was a similar case with similar excuses, reasonings that you had." She didn't say excuse, reasonings that you had. And then at that point, I was like, "Oh shit, I lost." Right. So, and then she's saying like, "Oh, because this happened before, not unfortunate, but this happened before, so I can only give you a sentence reduction." Right. So you have to plead guilty, so I can give you a sentence reduction. Because how law, how law works, right?
Sure.
As long as there's precedence. Prior, you can't do anything. Yeah. So because there was a similar case and she knew about it, I was done.
Yeah.
But she was able to reduce the sentencing. So originally, or the fine. So originally it was 167, and she reduced it down to 100. Now here's the weird thing. So I like prayed to God. I was like, please let me get off the hook, right? But if I can only get a sentence reduction or a fine reduction. I don't know why I keep saying sentence reduction.
He knows the stuff that he's done.
Because I want to go to jail so bad. So the fine reduction, I was like, okay, God, whatever the difference is, whether it be the full amount or just partial amount, I'll donate the rest to a charity. Right? And then I was like, come on. And then unfortunately, I was only get a fine reduction. Right? So so the difference was $67. I was like, okay, fine. It wasn't the full amount, but I made a promise. So I like prayed to God again. It was like, okay, so I don't know which charities I want to donate to, because I was telling you, right, I want to be more involved in the community and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I actually have no idea where he came from that, but I guess. All
We
right.
talked about it like a few episodes ago.
Yeah, but I didn't know where that came from, right? You just suddenly like, yeah, la 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 la. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, so anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be more involved in these charities, right? So $67, and I was thinking either plant more trees because of the environment,
Ooh.
or food bank, or something, right? Well, anyways, the food bank and the environmental causes, those are my two
Right.
main ones, right?
Those
Right.
are great. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, God, please send me a sign of which one to donate to, because I'm down for either one, but I just don't know which one exactly, right? And then the next day, my mom gets a letter from the food bank saying, please help donate.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I was like, wow, how that work?
Fate exists.
So that was a weird coincidence, but then I was like, okay, yeah, I'll gladly donate to the food bank.
Imagine from that $67, how many lives you saved. Imagine.
I don't think I saved any lives.
Well, you don't know that, right?
Yeah.
Just think of it that way. It makes you feel better at night.
I did feel good about donating
That's good.
to the food bank. Yeah. But since we're on the topic of charities, anyways, I want to talk about like how I was mentioning to Bashka that I want to be more involved in the community.
Yes.
So like planting trees, I want to donate some, because you know how climate change is
Yeah.
happening rapidly and
Yeah.
dangerously for us.
Okay.
We should care more about the environment and doing everything we can to kind of prevent it.
Then, while we're in the topic of climate change,
Mm-hmm.
do you believe that we can stop climate change?
I think the sooner we act on it, the better. Yeah, I think we
That
talked about
doesn't
climate
sound like
change.
a yes.
We talked about climate change before. I kind of vaguely remember. But the thing is, because not everyone's on board with it, and the people that needs to be on board with it,
Won't do it.
yeah, won't do it. That's the problem.
That's right.
And so I don't want to say it's like a lost cause, but
It
it's
is.
definitely a losing battle.
A losing battle. That's gonna be hard.
But again,
Nah.
I don't. I hate. See, the thing is, when people say, "Oh," I think I said this on the podcast before, but I was saying how, you know how like when we're older, it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we'll be dead by that time. By the time we need to care about it." That's
How
such a-
dare you?
Yeah, that's a shitty thing to say, because
course.
now you're not thinking about your kids, your grandkids, or your family, or anyone who survives. It's like I didn't think of that before, but now that I thought of that, I was like, okay, now we gotta be more.
Alex,
You know.
Alex. In 5 billion year, the sun's going to explode. Nothing will matter anymore.
Right, but it doesn't mean you have to accelerate my children's death.
Well, that's why we don't have children.
No, you're gonna have 5 kids. I already predicted this.
Wow.
I drew it from my fortune teller.
Fortune cookie.
Yeah,
I
literally-
put, oh, 5 kids. All right, Bosh, you're gonna have 5 kids.
yeah, that's what it says. I cracked it open. Boschka will have 5 kids, and you're lucky when your lottery numbers are.
Made in China. This one's legit.
Oh, so maybe you'll have kids in China then, because this is
Whoa.
made in China.
Maybe. Never know.
Yeah, and then the food bank. I thought about volunteering at the food bank.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I think they said they needed helpers there. I'm not sure.
You've done several volunteer before, haven't you?
No, I
No? Like
haven't.
never?
I don't think I have. Like back in high school, I
Yeah.
volunteered at a school to help them with kids reading, I think. And
As in, like you're teaching them and whatnot.
yeah, I kind of just like help them read a little bit or something. And then drama program where they're just, playing games or something.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
seems interesting.
Yeah, but then with the food bank, I think I don't know if they need helpers or not. I think they mostly need more foods.
Yeah.
But I'm down to like help organize the pantry or sort things out or like carry
Right,
or deliver.
right.
Like I want to do that. Just experience it, right?
Yeah.
And then of course there's cancer research, right?
Right.
They need, I guess you can say they need more funding. They always need more funding.
They always do.
Yeah.
Well, cancer is tricky. That's
Yeah.
why.
And then Toy for Tots or whatever it's called, whatever it calls for us here.
What is that?
It's
Sorry for
like-
that.
I think it only happens around for Christmas, but it's like helping donations, like giving toys to charities so that kids can have a chance to have presents for Christmas.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, so that's something I wanted to do. Like we at, or I don't want to say at work, but I'll edit that part out. But then at a store, there's this Pokemon bundle, right? Came with a Pokeball and a tin.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's like a great toy for kids. Because I was reading on the website.
Yeah.
They don't need like stuffed animals or stuff like that for small children. They want more toys for like the middle age to teens.
Right.
So like board games, Pokemon cards, all that stuff.
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
D&D.
Yeah. They want
That'll take them years to finish. We should just get them D&D books and like some.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
like
cool.
something for like the slightly older kids because they don't get enough love. I know it's so obvious, or not so obvious, so easy to just like, oh, there's like 3-year-old, let's throw some bears at him or something, right? But the older kids don't really get
so
anything.
morbid. Throw bears at them like a grizzly bear showing up in front of 3 years old. Oh dear. That's the image that popped in my head. Somebody help me.
I don't know. I was thinking of a grizzly gummy bear. Yeah, a grizzly bear made of gummy. Yeah, but that's what I. It's so easy to say that I want to do, but I haven't really acted on it yet. So
most people don't.
Right, but then the intention is there, but now we need to act on it. So
he said we though,
as
in Alex and you, all the listeners.
Yeah, my listeners, you. I hope this message gets out there that you know maybe we can start doing more for not just the community, but for everyone around us too.
That's a good message. That's probably the only good message you'll hear for a long while.
Yeah, probably. So what do you think, Bosch? Like, what kind of charitable causes that you want to be a part of?
I don't know. Because for me personally, charity is, well, there's probably really shitty things to say, but charity is something done when you have the luxury of giving extra.
Yes.
And the thing is, like, people tend to forget that they do have extra.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
As in, like, oh, yeah, but I need this to do this, and that. Like, oh, yeah, this for, like, next month, whatnot. Oh, yeah, this for, like, they would have all this piled up savings or whatever that just sitting there.
Yeah.
Right? Sitting there for themselves that they may or may not even, like, get to use, right? I can see that, like, you know, instead of just letting it sit there, why not, you know, spare whatever little bit you can from that thing. Like, I don't know, take, like, what, 5% of whatever you have up there and just, like, you know, try to feed someone. That sounds pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah. The thing is, like, people assume like you have to spend or donate a lot of money. No, even $1 or $5, that's more than enough.
Yeah, I could buy like 2 McDonald's food.
Yeah, $1 goes a long way.
Yeah,
don't realize it. So actually, that reminds me, like when I went to Toys R Us to buy some dolls for my collection, sometimes they would ask me, "Oh, do you want to add an extra $1 to your purchase to help the donation for kids?" Sometimes I say, "Yeah, sure, why not? It's just $1." I mean, you don't have to say yes, but you know, occasionally, yeah, sure, just another $1, why not? But yeah, this like I don't know why I was thinking about these things lately. It's just maybe when I got older, I just started thinking like, what can I do more with my life, like more fulfilling stuff.
I mean, if you have the luxury to do that, then by all means, right? Because you're helping other people, and at the same time makes you feel good, right?
Yeah,
and that's all it takes, don't you think?
But it's not also, you don't have to give. You can also help volunteer and help set up their events or help clean up or run their business or whatever. Like you don't need the resources. I mean, you can use your physical body to help out as well.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like for me, I don't know, like volunteer. I have like several experience that just makes me go like, I don't know if I should do it again.
Oh, why? What happened?
Simply because it's like I don't know if I'm helping. If there's anything, it feels like I'm adding extra work to them.
No, don't say that.
That's what it feels like to me. Like that, I have that experience a couple of times, and it makes me like, I think they're worse off after I came there before I showed up. That's one thought I had.
You know what?
Yeah,
you and I should volunteer for. They have in our city. They have a 10K marathon, 10 kilometers marathon.
You think I can run more than
we're
like...
not going to run it. We're going to be the guys who hand the drinks to the runners.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
right? Or we can be part of the cleanup crew where like when the runners run past the thing, we're like, okay, just sweep up the cups that they threw on the floor or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and maybe we can be part of the inside of the venue where we just like help setting up a booth or giving out free samples or whatever. Like, hey, come get this free sample of the cereal brand.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like, how do you get to like that? Like, where do you ask or where do you go? You have
to sign up for it. You have to like want to volunteer.
So there's a place.
Yeah, like websites or stuff like that. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. So that could be something we can do for 2022 maybe. And we can vlog it.
Or Japan. One or the other.
We can do both.
Can we?
We can
do it in Japan.
We should have volunteered at the Olympics in Japan.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't think we'll survive it.
We were double vaxxed by then, right? Yeah, we were.
Were we?
Yeah, we were.
I mean, I was.
Yeah, so you definitely, because I got my vaccination before.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, so we definitely could have done. But would we? I don't think we would have.
I wouldn't go there to volunteer, no. I would go there, period.
And not show up for your shift.
Just showed up in the thing. I'm like, okay, interesting. Well, Akihabara, here we go.
Well, you know what? They're doing a Olympics event, a summer Olympic event in France.
France.
Paris.
I don't know.
think it's Paris.
I don't know jack crap about France.
We don't need to. Just do our 4-hour shift there and then be like, okay, let's explore the city.
Right now, he's staring at me like with this look that was like, yeah, I mean, yeah, totally, right? Huh? I'm like,
you gave me like a blank stare. Like
I was. I'm like, huh? Why are you expecting me to just go like, yeah, totally.
I mean, this part of the podcast, we're supposed to run with the story.
So I'm like, I don't know. I think you're trying to grab off more than I bargain.
Well, I mean, that's something we can discuss
That's
later.
a thought, yeah.
Because I don't know. I have some ideas that I want, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay. Idea for like volunteer and whatnot, or
just the future of where I want. Well, we talked about the future of the podcast, but I kind of want to expand that. But
well, I think we're older now than then. We're more experienced, and we have our
1 year. It's only been 1 year.
dude. You're 29 now. That's why it's only 1 year. To a 4-year-old, 1 year is a long time, and it shouldn't change as we grow older.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about what Mark said last
Exactly.
week. Yeah, seize the moment.
It's been 1 year.
It's been one week since Mark gave us motivation.
That's right.
And I
See,
lost
I'm
it.
still remember. He's lost it. So.
But one of the things that I want to do is start recording more, I guess, videos for YouTube. Because we're not really active on the YouTube, right? We just upload whatever the podcast is. And kind of boring because we don't have cameras set up yet. No, well, not until I clean up this room, but but one of the things that I want to do was maybe do pack openings for Pokemon cards.
Oh,
Yeah, because I have a.
oh yeah, we have it right here.
Yeah, we have literally right in front of us.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to do just Pokemon cards or if I want to do Pokemon, Magic, and Yu-Gi-Oh, or if I even want that stuff on the channel. Because we might be going too much variety.
Honestly speaking, we don't have a focus, right? And I've asked you this one before we even start the whole podcast idea.
Yeah.
I asked you, like, what's the focus in this? And you're like, oh yeah, just what? I'm like, then what's stopping you now?
Just because, like, if you go on YouTube and you search stuff, everyone has a specialty, right?
But
like,
we're not them. Our specialty is everything. We're a jack of all trades and master of all too.
Oh, Bashka, where does confidence come from?
Not me. This is not my channel. It's this.
Right.
He's gonna be the one who's buying the packs and shit. I'm just gonna open it and go home. That's what.
But the thing is, like as you said, like you search up. Oh, I want to search up this guy for Yu-Gi-Oh. It'd be just that one guy, right? Or this guy for Pokemon, or this guy for Magic.
Yeah.
But then wouldn't it be kind of weird? It's like, oh, I want to see some Pokemon from this guy and Magic from this guy, and we're kind of like cutting into the big three market, right?
Here's the thing. Have you heard of this thing called gacha? Just because somebody uploaded gacha of FGO doesn't mean they can do a gacha of Grand Blue or Bang Dreams or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that what they do? They do multiple gachas of everything?
A gacha, dude, as long as there's money and there's a box to open and there's random chances and people hit SSR, that's where all the fun parts are.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think.
Yeah, I guess if it's just pack openings.
Big opening. And the thing is, like, maybe if you want to do like some sort of like, I don't know, a test duel or whatever after that, we just, whatever we have and draft it. That's something too.
Yeah, I guess we could do that too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're here just to have fun, right?
Yeah.
And with you guys along the way.
Yeah. Hopefully it's entertaining for them. So one thing our manager said last week, or a couple days ago to me.
Oh,
Mark.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, soup? Soup's not a soup anymore too. So.
No. Manager Mark. Yeah. So he was telling me how we shouldn't be talking about how there's only 1 or 2 listeners or whatever. We should start manifesting or, saying that we have 1 million viewers, a million subscribers, so like we can put it out there and get the energy back.
I mean, definitely that's
speak it into existence. That's what I was thinking.
yeah. I mean, for one, I haven't been doing that as of late, especially right now. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I think people will enjoy it because for me, like personally, if we do like, parts of for example, like if you're just going to do like Yu-Gi-Oh opening pack number 1, right?
Yeah.
And they'll have number 2. If they just want to see, like, if they only care about Yu-Gi-Oh, then they'll just check Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If some people, just love us, like, like unconditionally, definitely, of course, we're so charming. So manifesting.
There you go.
So what I'm saying is that maybe because we're opening pack and we're, and we see all these cool things, maybe they're like, oh, wow, I played Pokemon before. I never traded like cards before. They would be interested in doing that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if there's like magic or whatever, like, what is this magic thing? Oh, there's so much sex in the thing. And I'm like, oh, yeah, so you could do this and that. Wait, one card can do that? Oh, you can combo it with this? Whoa. And that's open up the interest and whatnot, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or even like Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, like, there's so much sex.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And, like all this intricate whatnot. If, we're doing this for fun and the people who either never heard of it or, have slight interest in it could like, dive in with us and like be interested in the same thing, that would be pretty cool, right?
Okay, well, the thing about pack openings is I think it'll be slightly more successful than our regular. Well, I guess it'll be more successful because the thing is, like, people love pack openings. People like watching people open good stuff.
Do they?
They love living vicariously through other people.
I see.
Because they get the thrill of the pack opening without having to spend the money for it.
Right.
Yeah. And especially if we do giveaways, people love free stuff. Nothing more better than free.
True.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how in the beginning I was confident about this podcast, but then I would be slowly evolved and trying to try new things. I'm like less confident about it.
That's what I don't understand. Like, why?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. How come you're so confident? Where did you get this confidence from, Bosch?
Because it's not my channel.
It's our channel.
Because I'm only like like I'm the guest.
You're the co-host, Bosch.
I'm the guest. Like, just stick here until I'm like, okay, well, that's my stop piece.
You're here until the world blows up.
But I don't know. I just think like, well, if we're gonna do it, like, why not do it? It's not like we were, restricting ourselves with stuff, right? We want to do this, thus we do it, and that's what this podcast is all about. We want to do podcasts, and that's what let's do it, right?
Yeah, like that's pretty much what our, I guess, brand is. I say that with quotation marks.
Yeah.
Because we're not really a brand right now, but like
now, you hear that? Right now.
But like I want to, because
I want to see at least 100 people walking with a purple dude on a boat with a dog with Fool's Odyssey logo on it by like next year.
We need a better logo first off, because that's just like not really a placeholder logo.
For now, it's the first logo,
like a proto logo.
Yeah, it
could be a baby
better.
step. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Let's say if we do these pack openings.
Well, okay, here's the thing. If we do pack openings, right? Okay, it turns out like there's tons of people watching it.
Yeah.
Are you going to make it a regular thing? Are you going to keep doing that?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because it's, I don't want to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that.
I, for one.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it, but it's just that I don't want that to be our thing. Like our only thing.
It won't be our only thing because we'll still do, because our main thing is the podcast for sure.
Well, we don't know that, right?
And everything else is just bonus.
Because that's what I'm saying. We don't want the bonus to be the main thing, right? People. Well, I mean, I don't mind if people just like watch most of our just unpacking and then that's cool, whatever. Yeah. But I don't want us to be like putting more effort into like the pack opening.
Yeah, and then not do the podcast.
Not just the podcast too. Like, because we still want to do like games, right? We still want to do like this, the stop motion thing with voice acting and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
we have a lot of stuff that we want to do, and then
I think the way we're talking about it, it seems like when we get big, the Fool's Odyssey's direction seems to be going more into like a media production kind of thing.
Yeah,
where we want to be more producing more content versus making it ourselves, kind of thing.
Kind of.
Like aside from the podcast, we want to be like help producing
other stuff too. Yeah, because like for me, in the end of the day, I just want fun stuff.
Yeah,
doing fun stuff with the fun kind of people. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. It's because the idea for the Fool's Odyssey is because we're just not random, but just going on adventures, doing stuff we like.
Yeah, especially like, and then. One thing that I kind of want to get into too sometimes is that like doing stuff that we've never done before.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, We're doing things that like, yeah, I've heard about like this, want to try this thing. It's like, dude, what the hell is that? And like, it's this. And you're like, yo,
Like
that's weird.
Me and Bosch try to do a kickflip on a skateboard.
I can do that.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, but I usually end up with a concussion, so I don't remember the resolution.
Or like me and Boschka go take hip hop dance lessons.
I've done that too. I took it in high school.
Yeah, and Boschka is a pretty good dancer.
Really? I was thinking like along the line of doing hula hoop and see how long we can last.
Oh,
but
okay.
You're talking about like kickflip and stuff. I'm like, okay.
Something a bit more interesting than a hula hoop thing, right?
Well, hula hoop's pretty hard. Don't
I mean, I'm sure we can't do it. We can probably get it within like an hour.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what you do?
What?
Take a twerking dance class.
Dude, the world will shake. Earth shaker.
Yo, the booty's so thick. Yeah, but as I said, like the main idea born from Fool's Odyssey was we wanted to just do stuff that we like.
Do stuff that we like.
And we happen to like a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So
and there's a lot of fun stuff that we haven't tried either.
Yeah.
And that's the adventure, right?
Yeah. You know what's weird is when people say, I think we talked about this too, but people in our city saying, "Oh, our city is boring."
It is.
I don't think the city is boring. I think it's
The people.
Yeah. They just don't want to do anything.
Yeah. And I think that's fine though.
It's fine, but you can't complain about
exactly. That's the thing.
stuff.
You don't have no right to complain when you yourself not trying to do anything
exactly.
interesting with it.
It's like
it's such a beautiful place too.
Yeah. It's like when people are complaining, "Oh, I didn't get vaccinated, but these places won't let me in." Well, you have you have the choice to not get vaccinated, but you also have to face the consequences of your actions.
Well, that's not just about like, vaccination. It's just stuff in general. People tend to forget that each action has consequences.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what choice you make, doesn't whatever you do. If you stand by the decision that you make, you live by responsibility.
Yes, exactly.
It's just the way it is.
Going back to our city now, like when our people saying our city is boring, it's hard to make friends. But like
friends, I think friends are all right.
Friends, I originally thought that too, but then when you think about it, it's just like, okay, how many of them are actively trying to reach out to make friends, and how many of them are actively staying in contact with those people?
Yeah, that's for me is hard, because for me, I'm not the type that keep in contact too.
Right.
Like if, especially me, I'm really lousy at like keeping in contact. I prefer to meet person to person. If a friend goes, "Hey, let's meet up at this day," and I'm like, "Yeah, totally," and then that's better than keep in contact by texting and stuff like that. For me, that's just, it doesn't make me feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, how can I say? Because I'm kind of like bad at that too. Because normally I only message people when
I need something.
not I need something. Just like when I want to do something. It's like, hey, you want to watch a movie this week? And I never just text someone or calls. Yeah. Or like call someone. Like,
what do you mean?
Yeah. Like, hey, you want to chat for a bit? Like, I think we kind of lost that. Like, at least that's what the culture feels like in this city. Like, it's weird to call people almost.
Well, for me, I don't know. For me, I always do. I always find it weird. Even when I was younger, when I'm not in this country.
Yeah.
Even back in Indonesia, I actually got a phone call a couple of times from my friend. I'm like, why are you calling me? Like, I had that thought too. So when I came here, everything feels just right. Like, people don't call me unless there's an absolute like need.
Yeah.
Unless I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's like, super professional and whatnot. But then I also feel that, for me, at least in Indonesia, people go out regularly, in a sense that people just hang out and then go somewhere. We'll meet another group of friends and they would just like go in this huge bunch of like 20 people crowding this place. And then we're just like, yeah, let's go to a cafe together. And we just go to a cafe and then we'll like book like 10 seat and just like being extra loud and whatnot. But it doesn't happen here. Yeah. People, even like when friend meet friends, they go, hey, what's up? And then just walk away. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Actually, it's, yeah. If anything, like if you're out in a mall or something and you see someone you try everything you can to hide your face and then go hide somewhere else.
I don't know about that. Like for me, I don't know because I don't know that culture, culture. Because like for me, when I always I'm like, hey, what's up? And then hey, what's up? And then we just walk away and that's it. Unless we have any necessary like needs to.
Well, that's because like you're doing something, right? Like you don't want to be like, hey, can I join you or something? And you're kind of just like, I want to go home.
See, that's the thing. Yeah. That's at least for me in this place. For me in this place, home is like the most comfortable place like ever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Back home, that's not the case. Like, not saying that my house sucks or whatever. It's just like hanging out with your friend is more interesting.
Yeah.
Because when you're hanging out with your friend, as I said, like when my friend met another friend and we start, growing young. That's how you meet other people. And then as we grow up, like bigger group, that's just how we connect. And then that new meeting is what I find really, really interesting. It's really fun walking out.
I think that's what's
Walking
different
in this place. The human relation is very...
It's weird because you don't actually like have friends meet with your other friends. You kind of
that never happened.
You kind of just stay with
Stays with what your team. Yeah, exactly.
So
that's why I found it really weird. Like a couple of times, I'm like, why is our group just staying at this number? Like, well, it only decrease if there's anything. Like, it doesn't go up.
Yeah, it doesn't go up, only decrease for sure. But maybe because, like, as you said, like, because all your people mingle every day or most of the days, you don't really have a need to call people because you see them pretty much.
And I
often.
think it's hard to get around in this place. That's, I think, my number one biggest issue.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think so, because it's really hard to find parking space. It's hard to...
No, but but people can take transit. People,
that's what I'm saying. The transit kind of sucked.
Our transit, actually, but if you think about
decent-ish.
our transit system is better than most places. Like, if you compare it to some other places, you'll think, wow, this place is pretty good for transit.
Because that's the thing. Like, even back then, at least back in Indonesia, transit is crap. It's really bad.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop us. We walk places. Like, we actually walk on our feet, like, go across. Even with, like, the place is filthy. You could feel the dust in the air just by breathing deep enough. Like, that's how bad it is. So you still wear your good clothes, and it's hot, and you'll be sweating, but then whatever,
Yeah.
It's just everybody just come in, just like walk out, and just like in this group of people meet up in place. It's just there. They still go out their way. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They don't do that. I'm started thinking, like, I was thinking, like, maybe it's a transportation, but transportation is kind of, all right. It's a bit expensive, but
Yeah, expensive.
I was thinking, like, I'm thinking, like, there is not many places to gather, don't you think?
I think it's because of, depending on where you are, I would say, like if you're in the main city, like in a mall area, or even in the downtown area, like, of course, those are...
Yeah, but how do I say this? Like, at least back in Indonesia, there's, like, even in the one area, there's, like, 4 different malls. So let's meet up in this in one day. Oh, let's meet up there the other day. Like, in this place, let's meet up at... oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's meet up at this mall A.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay. Next week, let's hang out in mall A.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, how many, or should we reveal or... No. We'll do it in a vlog. Yeah. But you live near 2 malls-ish.
2?
Yeah, one...
Mall C and Mall L.
Yeah. Or I guess we can say mall. We can say their first letters, right? So you live kind of close to Mall L. You live closer to Mall L, but you're also somewhat
to C?
Convenient to Mall B.
Mall B? There's no Mall B.
There is.
That's not close at all, bro.
You can take a transit there from Mall L.
Well, that's the thing. If I'm at Mall L, I could go to Mall M and downtown. Transit will do. No.
Oh, is it that?
That's the thing. It's far regardless. Like, that's the thing.
It's faster for you to go to Mall B than it is for me to get there.
Not really. I don't think so.
Yeah. You're definitely closer to Mall B than I am.
Oh, because I thought you were going to talk Mall C.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've never been there.
That place is pretty cool too, but...
Oh, yeah, no, I've been there. Yeah,
yeah, of course you've been there.
Yeah. But it's also kind of
But
dead.
it's really far.
It's far and dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. That's why it's dead. Like, the place to hang out is pretty dead. Yeah. Right now, Mall B is kind of getting living up, right? It's kind of like, it's now this fancy looking.
Oh, yeah, we went there.
Yeah, and it looks better. And people are like hanging out there a lot. But then soon enough, they'll be the only place to hang out. You know what I mean? And then people will get bored of that too.
Well, it looks really... I don't know how it's going to be during the winter times and the fall and the rainy seasons, but during the summertime, it was a pretty good place.
I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. Doing like the place where we hang out and sit down.
Yeah,
that was pretty sick.
And even Mall M is kind of empty-ish. Oh, I never been. Well, of course, maybe on the weekends it's busy, right? But then like usually it's packed. But I guess maybe because of COVID or something. But it's just not as
even COVID. Sometimes it's still packed.
Yeah, but it's not as busy as it should.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's just because it's like nothing in there. Like, no, there's like shopping malls and like places. There's things in there. There's hobby shop. There's...
Yeah, but how many times can you go to those shops where you're just like, I've seen everything and...
I don't know if it's just like there's no... Because at least back in Indonesia, me and my friends, we usually... My friend and I, actually... most of the time when we hang out, we eat. We eat all different kind of foods. We go to this place. Oh yeah, let's eat sushi. Oh, how about we go to this Arabic food? Oh, what about like this Chinese food? Oh, how about this ramen? What about this like
Yeah, but okay.
food? But this place also have that, but
It has lots of it.
yeah, but why is it less of the? Oh,
Expensive, bro.
that's
like,
true.
Like a meal is like $20.
Yeah,
That's a McDonald's meal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why a lot of this stuff in here is expensive. That's why people are discouraged to do anything.
Yeah, I think
Now I just remember, I'm like, yeah, everything is expensive.
actually, you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
That's part of it. It's not like there's nothing to do. There's a lot of stuff.
There's also it's just too expensive. We can't afford it.
Right. It's just
Yeah,
unfortunate
that
that's
was the problem.
way
Yeah.
it is. But I don't know. Okay. Well, aside from decreasing costs, what other stuff would you like in here that would bring people outside more?
Ooh, that's hard because at the end of the day, it's the how lightness it is for you to go out, right?
Yeah.
If you want to go anywhere, like depends. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go there. It took me like an hour and a half to get there. Oh, but it costs like $30 just to do stuff like there. I'm like, oh, that's kind of not worth it. Like when there's a thought like that, they just discourage people right off, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's why.
Okay, so do you think it's mostly due to the city itself, or is it the culture? Because I feel like despite the cost, people would still want to go out and do stuff. You can do stuff for free, like hang out at a park or picnic or whatever.
Yeah. Like that's cool and all, but that's again like even place like parks. Like who hang out in park nowadays?
Right, I only see kids there, like
That's what
playing
I
on the
mean.
playground. But it's very well. I shouldn't say that because during the summertime, you see sometimes like
Yeah, people do barbecue and whatnot, right?
people barbecuing, people like sitting on their blankets, just reading a book or whatever, just hanging out. Having
Yeah,
a good
but by
time.
themselves, right? They don't really.
Dude, I see like a good mix of people
Yeah.
by themselves and people in groups.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's very rare for at least like
Like a giant group. you mean?
like Indonesian, like at least for me, like this when I was back there, like when I hang out with my friends, like when you go out like that, like a picnic or whatever like that, there was never a single person on their own, like or like just with like 2 person just sitting there reading a book, like never.
Oh.
It's always people talking to other people, like or something, and then with this other group, and then they would jump. It was just this huge mass of people that just talking about like whatever fun, whatever interesting, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a group. That's why like I find it really weird because when I was there, it's a crappy place.
You here or
No, there.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Indonesia, it's a crappy place.
Yeah, the way you
It's-
describe Indonesia is
that's
always
the
like
thing.
it's a shithole.
It's-
But now
it's
you're
pretty bad.
describing it as like this pretty
The
fun
people.
place.
That's the thing. The people make it good. The people make you enjoy it because like even with all the crap around, when you meet with people that very open about like whatever they're interested in and it's something you're interested to, now you're just having this interesting talk and sometimes you're debating about stuff and they're open to debate too. Like they're like, oh no dude, this is like that, blah 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 blah, and then the other person like, oh no, I just heard this. Wait, what? Like and then there was like this just people talking about whatever, sharing interest, talking, connecting about whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to connect people, right? When people just start talking without
Yeah, it's-
fear of like, I don't know about fear or like whatever. It's just like because
You don't be judged.
kind of like that. Like a lot of people just,
Okay,
go for it.
okay, because like it seems like people in Indonesia are more extroverted.
Probably.
On the, I feel like
This
here
place is very
we have more introverted people. But not only that, but like if you see people walking around, they're always on their phone or listening to stuff on their music on their headphones. So it's kind of rude to just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like when they're listening to music, right? Like you would get annoyed. Like
Yeah.
you had to stop your music to just listen to some bum talk to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing though. That's the weird thing, I guess I should say, because even back then we we do phones and whatever too, like a lot more often than anything. Like if anything, we would just do whatever. Like we don't necessarily. Like we would play games or whatever on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Like it's probably more annoying to actually have to pause your game and talk to someone than just having to pause your music.
Yeah,
But I don't know. It's just the way people interact, I guess.
I think it's a lost art. Oh, I mean, I don't think it is a lost art.
Yeah.
I think it's because of how the culture is
Yeah.
here, right? I don't know how or why it got promoted. You know what it is? I'm thinking about it now. It's probably because there's the multicultural aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like you can't just go up to like a white guy can't just go up to an Asian lady and be like, "Hey, how's your day?" Because you don't know if she speaks English or not.
Yeah, I think that's one part of it.
Yeah.
Like because it's super multicultural, and then because even for example, like I probably shouldn't say native, but like even the people who were like not the immigrants. That's not the right word either.
What do you mean?
just like for example, like let's just say like for the white people and whatever, because both way it works both way, right? Because the other one's not sure themselves, they could just like talk and ask. For example, like the difference in culture. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah.
Like if an Asian lady, even they could speak like English, they don't know if saying things a certain way is rude or not and whatever, right?
Yeah, I think they're more shy about.
Yeah,
English.
That's the thing. Like a lot of that. Yeah. So
and I think it's also was it. I don't want to say stigma, but it's also like this rudeness about how like you speak broken English. Like people kind of make fun of you for it. Which is kind of weird to say because as our manager Mark said before, he was just like, why are you making fun of that person? That person speaks at least 2 languages and you can barely speak the one.
That's the thing. Like that's the insanity too. Like people what do you call it? Like people just or
judgmental, right?
Yeah, or judgmental. Well, not judgmental, kind of like underappreciate, I guess that's the word.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, because
have you ever heard of like people going like, "This is America. You speak American here," or like that kind of thing.
The imagery popped up in my head so clear and make my stomach churn for a bit there. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, luckily it hasn't happened to us here. I don't think.
No, I'm pretty sure it happened a couple of times. I think I saw a video a couple of times in like a bus.
Oh like, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
but no, like us personally.
What do you mean by that?
Like, no one has gone up to you when you're speaking Indonesian and be like, hey, this is Canada. You speak Canadian here. Like,
I don't speak... Well, one time I got... Well,
like you might get like
somebody scream at... Well, not scream at me. Got really, somewhat angry at me.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was talking to my friend, my Japanese friend on the bus. We were talking... Well, no, I don't know if he's angry because like... But we're talking like a bit loud.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're angry because of that or it's
probably.
Just... Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's just because of that because... We're like, oh shit, sorry. We talked too loud.
I mean, that's different.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
I don't know if that's but I don't think I've never. Yeah. I mean, I've heard of like I was talking Japanese with my Japanese friend, and some other asshat talked to me in different language, expecting me to understand them. So there's that.
If anything, you get the opposite.
Exactly. I'm like, yo, bro, this is Canada.
I don't know what is it about.
I don't speak what you're talking, but respect the culture, please.
For whatever reason, people go up to Bashka and speak Tagalog to him.
Yeah, and I have I have zero understanding of it, and people just talk. Even after as I said, I just speak Japanese to my friend in a loud and obnoxious voice, and we're laughing and loud, and we're talking to, and that dude just came by to my face and like saying stuff, and I'm like, what? Bro, I just speak Japanese to this dude. What makes you think I understand what the hell you're saying? Like, come on, at least speak English. We know that the base language places in English. Yeah. Like,
does that happen to you only in Tagalog or does other languages?
Tagalog only. And now you're wondering why I'm racist.
I mean, we're all a little racist. You just happen to be more racist than others.
No, I'm just more open about it than most people.
But okay, you bring up another good point.
Yeah.
I don't mind that you can speak another language here. I think that's great. I think that's perfect. However, the idea that you come to Canada and you expect other people to understand what you're saying,
that's messed up.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
You should at least learn English if you're going to come here.
That's what I wholeheartedly agree, because you come into a different land, right? That speak different language.
Yeah, you're supposed to
they shouldn't adapt to you.
It should be the other way around.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, some people get the crazy idea like, oh, this is Canada, this is free, we can do whatever we want. Sure. But at the same time,
there's at least respect that.
Yeah, if you want to
live rule.
Yeah, exactly. You know? If you want to live here, you got to play by the rules.
Yeah.
And the rules is, I don't want to say you have to learn English, but English is
preferably or French.
Yeah, no one speaks French here.
Yeah, I know.
But English is the official language.
Imagine there's like this like old Chinese lady just like can't speak English, just starts speaking fluent French to you, and you're like, oh crap, bro, I'm sorry, I don't speak French.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like Canada's second official language is French, but it's not taken very seriously aside from Montreal and Quebec, I believe.
But I think our friend, the Golden Boy,
oh yeah,
he could speak French pretty well, doesn't he?
He hates French though.
Oh, but I think he's pretty good at French, isn't he?
Oh, is he? I don't know. I just remember him saying he hates French. Like he's like the Canadian version of what an American would be.
That's probably like the very accurate.
Ironically, he's also blonde with blue eyes too.
Yeah. Well, I think he's a quarter German or half German.
What was something that, yeah.
Yeah.
But also he hates German too.
He's American born Canadian.
Yeah, he's like the perfect Canadian version of what an American would be if they grew up strictly in like the backwards land of Canada.
Wow. Miss you, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, B. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't think we have stuff to talk about, but we ended up having quite a bit of stuff.
Oh crap, it's been an hour.
See, Bosh, you gotta believe in yourself. As you said a couple of weeks ago, this is the Fool's Odyssey. We're on a journey and we just let ourselves ride and sail into the sea.
Yeah, but the sea is
vast and open, and we don't know where we're gonna land.
Well, here's the thing. See, that's a very optimistic look at the sea.
Yes.
The sea has plenty of fish, true.
Yeah.
But it also have insane waves and some killer leviathan. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. But isn't that what makes it more fun?
I don't know. Depending on what Poseidon feels.
I mean, we got attacked by I've been attacked by a leviathan at least twice.
What? What leviathan?
Well, I don't know if I should call
that leviathan.
I don't know if I should call them leviathans. 2 whales.
Whoa.
No. 2
mermaids.
Yeah, you suck. But they didn't really like call to me and then ate my heart or something.
Yeah, they just look at you pitifully and then walk away.
Yeah, they call to me and they're just like,
oh, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah,
go back.
Yeah, you came close enough.
It's like, we see and we don't like. Go away.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of mermaid in the sea.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe? You got one texting you just like a couple of seconds ago while we're recording.
Okay, sure.
Be it chat, be it talk, sure, it's always talking about you.
Okay, but I talk about you quite a bit. And I do have a crush on you.
That's what I mean. Like you have a crush on me, and I know that.
Yeah, I also have a crush on. Shout outs to you, Andre. But I don't really talk about him.
Actually, yes, you do.
Do we? We haven't really talked about him actually.
Well, we try not to, right? Because I try not to.
I mean, he's just a cool dude.
He's just a really
nothing else you can say.
He's just a cool dude.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
He's a really cool enabler, bro. That just got your back, whatever you're doing. Yeah. He's just that cool.
And I always tell Bashka this, like. He was asking, "Oh, how come I never hate Andre? I hate all the other Filipinos." I was like, "Because Andre's not a Filipino. He's a bro.
Yeah, he's a bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He is like he's just a cool bro. Like even I don't know. I really don't know what's the quality he has. It's just his humanity shown through everything. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people has it and some people don't.
Because that's the thing. He just don't talk. He rarely talk. When he do, it's like a smile and small talk, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he could do that. I tried to do that one time. I went quiet and just work quietly. And when people talk to me, I just say something and smiling. Yeah. People get concerned. Oh, yeah. Like, is he in a bad mood? Like, well, what happened? Is he angry about something? Did something happen last night? Like, what happened? I'm like, oh no, I'm all right.
That's because of how you portrayed yourself when you introduce yourself to everybody. Like your initial impression and versus when you do that, it's like completely opposite.
Oh, so from now on, if I meet someone, I should just be like in this completely flat and just like, hi, yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. And then when you start laughing to yourself, they'll be like, oh, what the heck?
That happened today, by the way, as I was working and I was like, slicing and dicing and like creating life out of nothing.
Yeah. Like a god.
I was supposed to say an alchemist, but okay. As I was doing that, I don't know why, but when I was doing that, I keep laughing to myself. Nothing in my mind. My music wasn't playing. Nothing at all. I'm just like laughing, ha ha ha, and I was cutting stuff, right? Not the detective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was like, what the hell? Dude, why do you keep doing that? Doing what? It's like the laughter. Oh, shoot, sorry. And this keeps happening for like 3 days in a row. And then like earlier today, I was laughing again, and then he wasn't reacting. And I'm like, dude, sorry. He's like, for what? My laughter. Oh, I got used to it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you kind of just adapt to it.
Yeah.
Because at first I ignored it too. Because I was like, oh, he's laughing. I was like, okay, whatever. But he kept doing it. So I was like, okay, now I need to know. What are you laughing about? And he's like, oh, just something I thought that was funny. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I understood. I don't know why people find it weird. But when you explained it to me, like, I got it. For whatever reason, I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
Sometimes I do that too. Or not.
I'm like Canadian, very accepting of anything. Just like, okay, it's his thing. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Walk away.
Because it's not like I don't get it. It's like I do sometimes think of something funny and I laugh, but I don't laugh out loud. I laugh to myself. You know what I mean? Like I laugh in my head.
How do you laugh in your head?
You just go, Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like you found something funny. You just found something to laugh at, and you just make do it.
Yeah.
No, bro. It's a laughter. You gotta laugh your heart out.
You know what's the weird thing is?
Yeah.
When I'm watching stuff by myself, I never used to laugh. Like even when it's funny, even when I thought it was funny. Yeah, I know.
Wow, what a dry
Yeah.
piece of bacon.
Yeah, I was just straight face. But these days, like, you know, when I'm hanging out with friends and watching a movie, of course I laugh with them, right? Because it's something funny. But then these days, I was watching like clips of Simpsons on YouTube. I was laughing.
You were laughing
Yeah.
out loud.
Yeah. I was like, hey. But it wasn't like
You made the stupidest face I've ever seen in my.
yeah, well, you know, give me an impression of what I do. But it's like this has been happening for a while now, not just today, but a while back too. So maybe because I'm just more open with my emotions. I don't know.
What triggers that?
I guess we'll talk about it next time. We'll talk about it on the next episode of Fool's Odyssey podcast.
Woo, part 2. But we're gonna have a
Emotion talk.
oh no! Oh, I mean, yeah, that too, I guess. But I was thinking about guest. But
Oh yeah, that too. Well, for next week we'll have a guest, but maybe we'll put the emotion talk. We should see a therapist together.
I don't know where that came from either.
I need to show you a clip. Okay, I'll show you a clip after. Okay. But anyways, final words, Bosch.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for the support. Don't forget to follow us on the socials and the medias and all that stuff.
And all the fun and jazz.
Yeah, and keep an eye out on our YouTubes. We may or may not be up. I think we'll be uploading sooner than we think.
Later.
Yeah, but we're gonna be for sure uploading some kind of Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
pack
definitely.
opening. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to open pack. It's like, you know, it's like a gacha that you roll with someone else's money. Mm.
Yep, exactly. All right, that's it for now, and go ahead and sign us off, Bosch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listeing. This is Boschka.
This is Alex.
And this is Fool's Odyssey, episode 54. See you guys again next time. Bye bye.
Bye.